Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long time since I've been on this YouTube channel, and I figured it's time to bring it back. As you guys probably can tell, this isn't my 6.0. Since the last time I posted a video, I actually bought a 2013 F-150 EcoBoost, and you know, it's been a pretty good thing for me. You know, it's nice to hop in a daily and just be able to just go anywhere. But today's video is about all my other projects, not necessarily this one. I have some plans for this one in the future, but you know, not necessarily right now. So my biggest plans are for my 98 Ford Ranger and then also my 76 K10. I just kind of wanted to get some ideas on like what you guys would rather see. So the 98 Ford Ranger, I'm actually planning on turning into a Prerunner, and you know, just make the ultimate desert racer out of it, just have a good time with it. And then the K10 was actually my grandfather's truck, and my whole goal with that is just to get it running and just back on the road again, and you know, maybe make a fun mud vehicle out of it or something, you know, just kind of, you know, pay homage to him and all that. So I'm just trying to figure out what exactly I want to do first, and I'm just really curious to see what your guys' thoughts are, whether or not I should start out with a 98 Ford Ranger or the 76 K10. I've had both projects about the same time, and you know, the Ranger's running, driving, perfect truck, so that's not really a problem right now. But the K10 hasn't been running since like the mid-90s or something like that. It's been sitting around longer than I've been alive, so I'd really like to see that thing get going, and you know, we'll see what you guys think. See, this is my new daily 2013 F-150. You know, it's a little different than my 6-liter, and you know, it's kind of nice to be able to get in something and just basically drive anywhere. See, the biggest deal about this truck to me, it has a 36-gallon tank on it, and you know, it gets decent gas mileage compared to my 6.0, so I'm able to just travel anywhere. So I've driven this truck 24,000 miles in the past year, and you know, it's a great truck. I know a lot of people don't really, a lot of people dog on the 12th gen F-150s, but to be honest, I don't care. I love it. So it's nice to be able to hop in something that's quiet, comfortable, and be able to just go anywhere. Not that the, you know, 6.0 is bad or anything. It's just not the most quiet and comfortable vehicle ever. During the summer of 2021, my dad's 6.4 liter sucked up a bunch of water into the turbo and literally hydrolocked the whole motor. It was quite a thing. You know, it's still sitting around right now. It needs a new motor, but in the meantime, you know, for us, like, figuring it out, my 6.0 has been the perfect workhorse for the business. But right now the Y pipe is messed up on it, so we kind of need to figure that out. So basically the goal for it right now is to basically just use it for you know, hauling equipment, hauling material and all that until we buy another diesel that is better suited for it. But for right now, it's a great truck, and you know, I'm daily driving this F-150. My dad daily drives an F-150, and you know, it's great. Another reason why we're daily driving the F-150s is, you know, I bought this whenever diesel prices, like around here, was like $4.50 a gallon or something like that. So immediately I saved a ton on gas with how much I drive this thing. But it wasn't like the greatest savings in the world, because now I have a payment, and the other one I had no payment on whatsoever. So that one was paid off for a long time. And, you know, it kind of sucks having a payment again, but it is what it is. I'm able to just get everywhere I need to, and not worry about, you know, whether or not the 6.0 is going to start or not. Here she is. As you can tell, the dump trailer is a little salty, but we got the truck cleaned up. We actually did some snow plowing this last week, and that's the first thing I'm going to do to this thing is take this bumper off and mount a snow plow to this thing. Stay tuned for that in the future, but for now, this is how it sits. So we shall see. That's a slick spot right there. Oh my goodness. So it's the next day right now, and last night in Oklahoma, we actually got quite a bit of ice, and that meant that I had to run out and go salt some places and, just make sure all the walkways are good and all that. But, it's good money for what it is. But I had a long night doing that, and, it's 5 o'clock, the next day, and so didn't get a chance to finish the video, but here I am. So basically, I wanted to finish by talking about some of my future plans for this YouTube channel. So kind of go over some of the content I'm wanting to post, and go from there. So last night, it was quite the ice storm, but it was basically raining the whole time when we were out. It was pretty crazy. And also another thing right now with the 6.0, the heater core is pretty clogged up right now, so the heater barely works. And it's something that I need to replace and get fixed. But for now, it works all right. It works decent. But I didn't drive this thing, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice to drive this, but the 6.0 is actually very planted and does very well, in those conditions and everything. So, and it's what I'm used to driving. So I've been driving that truck since November of 2016, and it was my daily driver up until I got this thing. But so I'm very used to it and how it drives. So, it just is what it is. As soon as I went to this thing, this thing drives like a car almost. So, it's just different. It's just very different. But I'm very glad to get back in the swing of things and start posting videos on YouTube again. And, I had a lot of video ideas I wanted to do over the years, and, the Ford Ranger and then also the 76 K10 were my top 2 video ideas. So, they're gonna be here regardless. But please comment down below which video series you guys would rather see, because I'm genuinely curious, because both of them be fun and awesome to build, and it just endless opportunities, and eventually all I've ever owned is trucks. So trucks and then one SUV. So that's all I've ever owned. And eventually I'd love to get a Mustang. I'd love to get a manual Mustang, and do a build series on that, because I've never had a low car. See, right now I'm wanting to get a Mustang because I'm helping my aunt sell her Mercury Grand Marquis, and it's far from a Mustang, but there's something about just kind of a lower down to the ground car with a V8 in it. And I went to the OKC Auto Show a while back, and I sat in a Roush Mustang, and I'm like, I could see myself driving one of these one day. So that's a part of the future plans. And of course, you already know I got to get me a Cummins at some point. I need to get me a Duramax and also a Cummins. So getting a Duramax and a Cummins, those are definitely in the future plans of the channel and everything. I just want to own them at some point in my life, and because I've only ever known Power Strokes, and I've heard good things about both those other motors as well. We'll see how it goes. So I actually graduated college 2 years ago, and right now life is actually pretty busy, but I'm making time for all this stuff because I love it. I genuinely miss making these videos. Whenever I'm not landscaping, whenever I'm not running social media accounts, whenever I'm not doing marketing, I love just making videos and just having fun. We'll see how all that stuff plays out in the future. And, whether or not I get a Cummins, Duramax, or a Mustang, maybe. One of these days. I can only dream. I definitely want to bring back the four-wheeler content. I've had such a blast over the years making videos of riding four-wheelers, and there's just something about going wide open out at the sand dunes and, just having a good time. I don't know. I just love everything. Anything with a motor. I mean, from boats and trucks, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, cars. I just love anything with a motor. Between the 6.0 and all my other projects, I have a ton of content that I've been like thinking about for years. So stay tuned for that in the future. And now's the time. Now's the time I'm gonna make it happen. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe and like this video. Comment down below what you guys would like to see.